ngasi June 20 gi Imphal Times ta phangba editorial column gi akhoi topic oriba President's rule in Manipur fails to deliver peace or accountability haiba ma akhoi gi ngasi Imphal Times ki evening news ta yauri masi yamna fajaba topic ama oigani na khalle kari kari hari gi habadu yengmina se. The imposition of President's rule in Manipur on February 13, 2025 was projected as a decisive step toward restoring law and order in state gripped by prolonged ethnic conflict, mass displacement, and political paralysis. Yet, 4 months into direct central governance, the situation on the ground tells a grim and disturbing tale. Far from restoring peace, President's rule has become a mask for administrative inaction, military access, and systematic erosion of democratic accountability. The latest in a series of alarming developments is the June 19 attack on farmers at Singairok paddy field in Phuvala, Manipur district. According to reports, Kuki militants opened fire on cultivators, injuring a local farmer named Biren, who was struck by a bullet on his left arm. What makes this incident more appalling is its proximity for a former SSB bunker. Witnesses claim that despite the armed assault, there was no immediate response from nearby Central Security Forces. Their silence, whether due to negligence, complicity, or political instruction, raises grave questions about the intentions and role of the central forces deployed across the state. This attack is not an isolated incident but a reflection of a deeper, more dangerous pattern. On May 20, personnel from Mahar Regiment stationed at KanglaTV stopped a Manipur State Transport MST bus assigned for media coverage of the Sirolili festival. The absurd justification for interception, the banner on the bus bore the word Manipur. That security personnel would treat the name of the state as provocation is not only absurd but a direct insult to the identity and administrative authority of Manipur. Such actions, instead of quelling tensions, further alienate civilians and expose the fragile and often discriminatory manner in which the crisis is being handled. Equally damning is the continued presence of weapons in the hands of Kuki militants. Despite repeated assurance and deadlines by the union government and security agencies, there has been little to no progress in disarming these groups. Thousands of high-powered arms looted from state armories remain unaccounted for. The suspension of Operation Sioux agreement, originally intended to keep militant groups in check under a monitor ceasefire, has now turned into a controversial shield that protects the armed insurgents while civilians on the other side of the divide are left vulnerable and unarmed. The central government's lack of transparency on the Sioux and its refusal to reconsider the arrangement despite mounting evidence of violations is nothing short of betrayal of public trust. President's rule was meant to bring neutrality and strong governance in a politically divided state, but it has only heightened perceptions of bias and deepened communal fault lines. The administration is seen as either helpless or indifferent when it comes to grievances of Meitei community, while simultaneously granting undue leniency to Kuki militants and their sympathizers. The selective enforcement of law is fueling resentment, widening the trust deficit, and pushing the state further into conflict. Even basic functions of governance like ensuring safe farming, guaranteeing public transport, or conducting disarmament are being abdicated. Farmers, who represent the lifeline of Manipur's economy and food security, are being attacked in their own fields. The very forces deployed to protect them appear either paralyzed or ordered to stand down. How then can the central government claim that normalcy is returning? If the president rules cannot even safeguard the lives of civilians or assert the authority of the state against armed groups, then what purpose does it serve? It is clear that this form of governance is not a solution. It is a political convenience for Delhi, allowing it to maintain control without accountability. The central government must answer tough questions. Why has there been no meaningful action to disarm Kuki militants? Why are the terms of the shoe still protected despite flagrant breaches? Why are central forces turning a blind eye to attacks on farmers and civilians? And why is the civilian administration so powerless under central rule? Manipur deserves peace, not press releases. The people deserve protection, not indifference. And above all, the state deserves a government that acts, not one that hides behind vague assurances and selective silence. President's rule in Manipur has failed. The longer it continues in this ineffective form, the deeper the wounds will become, and the harder it will be to heal the fractured soul of this once proud state.